And once again, it's a pleasure to welcome you back to the Trackmania Live. And once again, it's a pleasure to welcome to a ZrT Cup special. Today, we will do the interviews with the 6 players I interviewed last time, but also this episode, I have the pleasure of talking with ZrT. But first of all, he might be the guest that has been on the most since the new game was out. It's Yannex. Yannex, welcome back. I understand that you are streaming as well. I already said hello to your stream, but I can say officially hello to your stream and hello to you. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just that the ZRT the semifinal didn't go that well because I was maybe putting too much pressure on myself, and I learned from it. But other than that, I'm just I'm really good.
Hmm. Yeah, now it's Wednesday, so the final was on Sunday. Is it like you're disappointed now? Have you moved away from that? What feeling do you have on this Wednesday?
I'm feeling great. I just did a two days break from Trackmania just because I know lived a bit the new game since it released, and so it was good to take a two days break. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Can't wait to discover editor and just the new game. Play the new game.
Hmm. But if you then go into the semifinals, I think people maybe might see that semifinal as maybe the most unlucky for you because in the end it was Gwen winning and Carl Jr. being second at the cup, and you had to play both of them in the semifinal. But before it started, did you have a like? How high would you say that your chances was of qualifying? Did you think that it was realistic? Was it impossible? What was your mindset going into that semifinal?
My mindset going into this was I knew Carl Jr. and Gwen would take it. Like no matter Mm, no
Salute,
matter
salute.
how I'll play it. Like I have I was trained, but they are just too good, to be
Mm,
honest. And I was like, maybe I will do third or fourth, like third at my best, and fourth if I'm just risking it too much, and that's what I did.
mm. But that semifinal was pretty, what to say, one-sided. It was pretty much Gwen and Carl Jr. from the start. But did you think during the match itself that, oh no, it's all already over, or did you still have like anything can happen until the end, so I don't have to give up?
Uh, to be honest, after two maps, there was already a big gap, and I knew after two or three maps that they they were qualified.
Hmm. But now looking into the motivation you had from this cup, how would you say that the overall experience has been? I mean, you qualified to the semi-final. That's already a strong achievement. So if you look back at this event as a whole, are you happy with what you achieved?
Yeah, I'm really happy. I I did a great rounds for qualifying to the semi. Just that, yeah, the semifinal I could have done better with maybe a better mindset, and maybe just play my game and not thinking about what people think, etc. That was my problem during the semifinal. I was thinking, yeah, what people like, there were more than 100,000 uh, people watching, so that was a bit hard
Hmm.
about that. But other than that, the whole tournament was like really great.
Yeah, but how are you then gonna try to maybe change that for next event? Like, because in the back of your head, there's always gonna be like, okay, it's a ZrT Cup, it's a Jack Grande, so people are gonna watch you. Do you think that how will you eventually try to learn from that? So maybe you are like, I don't know, Gwen, who said he only thought about this as a normal match. He didn't care about saying that it was a ZrT Cup. He was like, it felt like a normal match since it's online, so you can sort of distance yourself from the viewers instead of in front of a stage. Then it's impossible, right?
Yeah, in front of a stage it's different, but I just learned from it. Like when I will play the matches, I will be okay. Don't think about anything. Just play my game. That's all I have to think about.
Hmm. but then you got knocked out in a semi-final. Was it like then, okay, I'm going to leave Trackmania that day, or did you still watch the grand final between Gwen, Carl Jr., Brennan, or well?
I still watched the final, of course.
And
Yeah,
what did you think about it?
it was really good. I don't. It was a final. Like until the end, we didn't know if maybe Bren will take it or Gwen or Carl Jr. Like it was really good.
Hmm. Yeah, but before that grand final, did you have any favorites? Did you think that anybody could win it, or if so, who was your favorite?
I thought about Carl Jr. taking it. I thought he was better at like high pressure situation, maybe better than Carl Jr. But Gwen deserved it
Hmm.
after all.
Yeah, what can you say about Gwen? I think this year is no longer a meme that he's a good player. Now he's won the ZrT Trackmania Cup. But if you think into the future, do you think that you're going to play against him in Trackmania Grand League? Do you think he's going to be the favorite there? Do you think still Carl Jr. is the favorite? Who do you think is going to be the favorite coming up for next events?
I think maybe Carl Jr. wants to revenge or
Yeah.
redeem. I think it's not. We can't say like yeah, Gwen is gonna win it all. Like we still have some very talented players like Pack, etc. in Trackmania Grand League that didn't participated in ZRT. So we'll see.
Hmm.
But it's gonna be great matches in
Hmm.
TMGL.
Yeah, and talking about TMGL, that is probably your next big goal. What goal do you have for that? Do you have a goal for it? Is it just going to be fun? Can you tell people what is your expectations for the Trackmania Grand League?
My goal this time, I will put myself a goal as I'm not used to. I usually say yeah, I just play my game and we'll see. But this time, my goal is top 8, like playoffs, and
Hmm.
that's it.
And do you think that's possible? Do you think it's reachable? How would you say if that was a bet? What would you say the odds? How high are your chances to be top 8?
I want to say that I want to say that it's very possible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very possible. Yeah.
I'm gonna focus the new maps. The game like suits me, and I'm gonna try hard and see. Yeah.
Yeah, I also had that. I think that all the three Open Grand League players are going to be top 8, both you, Gwen, and Afi, because you seem more motivated than these old players. So I also have you at top 8 just to make some extra pressure there. But if you talk about the 2021 edition of the ZrT Trackmania Cup, can you tell, is that maybe already the biggest goal in your career to qualify? Let's say if you were top 8 this year and if Accor Hotels Arena was there, you would be playing in front of 15,000 people. How would that feel for you?
I I don't know. That would be I I can't say anything because I don't know the feeling that would provide me. You know,
Yeah.
like it would be insane. That's all I have to say. I could tell you the feeling that it is after it, but right now I can't.
But can you then say, do you already see that as your biggest goal in your career to qualify for it, or is it just going to be like what to say, a bonus if you qualify to that event?
Uh, I'm I want to qualify, but the problem is that we don't know yet if it's in duo or solo, and I prefer solo to be honest. Um, but we'll see. It's not my main goal at the moment. I'm gonna focus TMGL and see maybe in April it will be my main goal. But in my opinion, it's gonna be a bonus. Like I'm
Hmm.
gonna participate and do my best, and if I qualify, it's good.
Thanks so much for stepping up once again. I might promise you a little break from the Trackmania Live now, unless you do something crazy, then I have to call you back on. But if people in my chat want to follow Yannex, Yannex is actually streaming now, so you can go. What are you doing at the moment? Checking out the Trackmania Grand League
I'm
map? Or
discovering the new maps. Yeah.
And first impression so far, how much have you played? What is your first impression of it?
So I played only the first one and the second one, and for the moment the first one was really good. The viewer thought that it was a bit flat, like not very spectacular. And the second one is a bit. I don't know yet. I just played 6 laps and I don't have a like clear lines, so we'll see. But I think with training and stuff, it's gonna be all right.
Hmm. And actually, one last question from my chat is from Cams. He's asking any news about an org? Is it when are you joining an org? Are you joining an org? Are you orgless? Do you have any news to us?
So I'm discussing with some orgs, and we'll see. Maybe a future infos.
Then you're
Yeah,
coming back on the Trackmania Live, right?
yeah, why not?
That's it. And that's it for today with the Yannex. But next up after Yannex is actually ZrT. So stay tuned. And if you want to watch Yannex play Trackmania Grand League, it's twitch.tv/Yannex there. Once again, a pleasure, Yannex. And thanks so much for stepping up once again.
Yeah, thank you for this interview, and can't wait to come back. Sorry.
That's it for today. A little break now, and then ZrT is up next.